And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the rookie first rounder from LSU, it's Leonard Fournette. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week, 25 carries, 70 yards.
As a good start to the season, they got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started. And they expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Rodgers now to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A good first down call as the screen play gets them 9. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A.J. Green, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Let's see what the offense comes with here, 2nd and 8. They try again with Lewis. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Again, it's Lewis. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. They go play action. Mariota. Ooh, with a juke. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, look at that. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
A look at the numbers last week for Dion Lewis. 18 carries, 73 yards.
And that explosive run right there reminds me that last week ran the ball really well, so they're continuing to do what they did in the previous game, run the ball and run it successfully. Expect that to continue throughout this one.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that run.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing, Mariota. And Davis with it left side. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Second down, Mariota. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Mariota now on 2nd down. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Titans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Mariota. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead now, they're not close to the 1st down.
So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. But really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. They'll run it now out of the gun. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Rodgers to throw on second down. And he slings one that's incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Rodgers going to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. Here we go on fourth down with Rodgers. 1:57 to go in this first half. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Mariota now to throw on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a second down throw for Mariota. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys will work their weight in gold.
Sets up the screen to Lewis. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Dion Lewis, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. A reminder, coming up tonight, Green Bay visits Atlanta. All sorts of storylines there. A playoff rematch, also the opening of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And then on Monday night, the Giants host the Lions.
So the Giants play on Sunday night and Monday night to open the season.
Yeah, 2 under the lights. And caught, right side, Green. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Rodgers now on first down. Forced out to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And this one's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete. A nickel set shown by the Titans on third down.
Thinking pass. Throwing is Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
319.
On first down, Rodgers. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Rodgers now on first down. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, some credit there to A.J. Green because he's so tough to cover. Sometimes he causes those penalties.
And he's one of the more difficult guys to cover in the NFL because of his ability to do just about anything on a route. Hard to do. Creates a lot of pass interference calls.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down. On second down, here's Rodgers. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
And especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Rodgers going to go on fourth down. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on fourth.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call? Is it not? In this situation, everything was right, except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans. The Patriots, they're out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jarrell Casey in there to get him for a loss of 5. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Going for the deep ball. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Here's Rodgers. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. They run. This is Lewis. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And that is incomplete here. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, look credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans.
All-star offense.
And that'll set them back 5. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it makes things a little more interesting now on 4th and goal.
I can't say that I was really in love with the play call there. A draw in that situation, I know it's a risk-reward call. If it works, he walks in. But otherwise, you're bringing up a really tough 4th down situation.
So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side, you know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game, but that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. And he'll take it down deep into Tennessee territory. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 56 yards. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A.J. Green with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. And his kick is good. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Dion Lewis getting set to go again here with his guys on offense. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, They see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen. They see the blocks happen. They feel really good about their vision. And then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Now they'll run with Lewis. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
This is Lewis. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He gets them a little over half of what they need, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now Mariota to Decker over the middle. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And an update from the Circle City up in Indianapolis. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Andrew Luck, a couple of touchdown passes thus far. Here's A.J. Green as he gets set to go again on offense. He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have the 2 touchdown catches. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now Rodgers looking to throw on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he powers his way up past the 30. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Play clock winding down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Completes it to Lee. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
58. Hey, check 26. Get reset. Hey, easy. 63. Drive right. Check it back. Check it back. Wide left. Under. 58. Wide left.
To throw on 2nd down. Rodgers. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Wesley Woodyard coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. He's got the hook up to Lee. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll run with Fournette. Down to about the 22 here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And it coughed it up. It's picked up by the Titans. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd down and 12. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Brett Kern now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is fielded at the 27. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 4th down in New Orleans. And it was the Patriots that wound up winners in that one. A win would be their first of the young season. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now one more shot at it. Obviously, again, they've got to go for the end zone.
Well, we've seen it happen before. How about Aaron Rodgers throughout his career? He seems to pull it off about every other week. But if I'm the defense, I'm rushing the quarterback and making him move away from his throwing arm. That makes it a little bit tougher to get it downfield.
One final try now for Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that